right, man. Let's talk about Lions potentially trading for running back Austin Ekler. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Apparently, Austin Ekler ain't happy with his contract with the Chargers. I think I watched the interview he did with Undisputed one day, or listened to it, and he talked about, I think he was undrafted and making his name on special teams and stuff of that nature. Terrell Davis' story was the same thing. I think they had the Broncos, if I remember correctly, had a preseason game in Japan or something like that. He made a big hit, and that's what helped him make the team. You know what I'm saying? And with him making the team, then he got an opportunity in that running back friendly system. So that's a good sign of finding a good back if they pretty good on special teams. And Austin Ekler, same thing. For what I took from his interview was motivated. He's motivated, and him having to do every little thing and to make the team. I think his character will make to be a good Detroit Lion player for what the coach would fit. I think he'd be a good player for for what they trying to build in Detroit as far as culture and just his motivation, man. He said that he always look at the young guys that on the team or backs that's coming in and remind him of himself, being undrafted, and he see them as, opportunists to try to take his spot, and that's what kind of keep him, motivated and drive him. And listen to that interview, what I'm saying? That's the type of player that you want on your team, great receiving back, solid running back, strong, make some plays, be a good, match with Jamal Williams. If they tend to keep Jamal Williams making this video, I'm pretty sure he's going through the stuff. I know he was selling some all dog lion merch. I'll have to go get a cup. I think it was mugs. I got 1,000 mugs too. But yeah, I just hearing this story and watching him play first and foremost too. Good balance, strong. One of them backs that you probably want a good back like you want a good back like Jamal Williams with him. Tremendous amount of touches, low to the earth, low to the ground. Strong guy. Love what he do in the passing game. And he can run it a little bit too. So, I'm not sure what type of money he looking for. What you think about 12, 13 per maybe? But like I said before, they trying to, kill some needs. And I like Bijan Robinson. I like Charbonnet. I see a couple of the smaller backs pretty fast as well too out there. Kind of put you in the mode. Just looking at their speed, not seeing them play. Remind you of Darren Sproles a little bit. The kid from A&M, the 5'8" guy. I'm not really a promoter of signing free agent running backs. But I like everything about him, especially getting the insight to the story and how hungry. He fit the culture what the Lions do. And first and foremost, I hope you go on to have a lot of success and get paid, sip lemonade in the shade. I hope you just listen to a story. Humble guy. And you do a lot with him and Jamal Williams. Even if you look at some of the other backs in there out there, dude. You like Bijan Robinson, his 40 time checked out, his lateral movement checked. And that's kind of was the issue with Amir Abdullah too. I didn't see his official size neither. It was that Abdullah wasn't fast enough in a straight line. And his size was cool, but he wasn't fast enough in a straight line or durable enough. And that's kind of what Warwick done, man. Who's a great philanthropist, bro, who does a great job in charity, let me say that first and foremost. He gave Deshaun Watson, his family, a house, when, Deshaun Watson was a kid and shit, But, he knew how to take them blows. If you get a chance, YouTube, Warwick Dunn kind of talk about taking hits in the NFL and how he would turn his body to kind of roll like a boxer roll with the punches he rolled to absorb the punishment. That's why he played so long at a high level. It was one of the good ones to watch. Him and Allstott, I believe, played together. Him and TJ Duckett in Atlanta played together. love what he's doing outside of football. So we talk about, guys that seem to have great high character in football too. And smaller backs too, both of them kind of the smaller backs. But, with Robinson, you love what he's doing. Love fast speed. I think, like he kind of got some good size. Love Barry Sanders. You hear all the great things you want to hear about him. But, at the end of the day, the Lions just need players that can make big plays. When you got Jared Goff, he need as much assistance as possible. And the biggest difference on why Goff clicking in Detroit, is able to click in Detroit or succeed in Detroit where Matthew Stafford failed at, and I said this before, is because Goff is willing to run the ball. Even when Sean McVay and them guys, he got out there with Sean McVay, wasn't no Todd Gurley, wasn't no primary running back. And, because remember Cam Akers came back from the torn Achilles in the playoffs. Matthew Stafford just want to throw the ball. He want to be a gunslinger. He don't believe in hand it off and running. So you put him and Sean McVay, two pass-happy guys together. That's what took away from Detroit. It was he didn't have a lot of competition behind him, and he just wanted to throw it. You gotta remember Jim Caldwell reined Matthew Stafford in. People forget that he made him more of a ball, but the problem was he made him more of a control game manager. But the problem was they couldn't run the ball at a high clip, and Joe Lombardi sucked as an offensive coordinator. And I talk about Austin Ekler playing for Joe Lombardi last season in LA. Crazy, right? As his offensive coordinator, he was his coordinator. But and Goff is more than willing to rely on the run game, and that's what kind of gets you over the hump in championship. Great quarterbacks to keep you in the championship contention every year, get you primetime games. But a running game that you can lean on is obviously a great defense go with the quarterback, but a running game that you can lean on, it covers deficiencies up just as great quarterback play covers some defensive deficiencies up as well too, man. So you look at all of that, and I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. I like his character. I like his football game. I like the way he mixed with Jamal Williams too. I mean, let's say they did move on from Jamal. They need to get somebody. Him and Charbonnet would be a nice fit. I hear they told Charbonnet, Lex, lateral move. Man, Charbonnet can play. I don't know what been going out there in UCLA, but what he was doing in Michigan Pro style offense, Charbonnet can play. And as a freshman, he was a fucking dog. I was so heated they got rid of Zach Charbonnet, dog. I could punch somebody. He was a dog. I ain't gonna lie, man. As a Michigan fan, the A-Train. I remember the A-Train. Wasn't that the A-Train that fumbled? Was that against Northwestern? I used to love all them boys in Michigan, man. All of Mike Hart, the A-Train. Remember my boy David Tyrell? He got drafted to the Bears. Lamar Woodley, Larry Foote. I think that's my boy cousin. Man, dude, I used to, man, when I was really into college football and college basketball, bro, growing up, I used to love, I used to root for Michigan State as a kid basketball. I don't root against Michigan State unless they play in Michigan. But growing up as a kid, like college basketball, the Flintstones, man, you had to love them. As long as they weren't playing Michigan, I ain't give a fuck. I fuck with them. The story was so great, but I was really, really into college. I was really into the college scene, like hardcore, like back then. When Lloyd Carr suspended Braylon Edwards for that game, and man, I was really into it, man. And I love the Michigan boys back in the day, man. All of them, man. I loved them. Brian Greasy. I remember watching, the Rose Bowl in my grandma's living room. So I watched all the bowl games. I basically lived over there. Remember watching them beat Washington State. So I don't know how I became a Michigan fan, to be honest. My uncle actually graduated from Michigan State. He always talks shit. They ain't been good. They talked shit last year. One of them who must talk about this year on football. But yeah, man, I love Austin Ekler, man. I love what he brings to the table. I love his character. I would love him on the team. And just hearing him, man, just watching him play too. Great balance. That's one thing about them little backs, man. They got great balance. It's kind of a structure that you look for bigger backs. So with smaller backs, they got great balance. They're able to put that third wheel down, stay up. Longer backs, you know what I'm saying? Taller backs like Adrian Peterson, the problem with them a little bit is they got a lot of body to hit, and some of them run upright. That was Adrian Peterson, had so many collarbone issues throughout his career. He ran upright. But, you know. But yeah, I'm with Austin Ekler. I won't mind it. Let me know what you girls and guys think about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We're going to live drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.